welcome to Jury Research Academy's YouTube channel. Today we will quickly talk about the counseling process that has already started for CLAT PG 2024. So if you have received the invitation to it, let's understand how you can proceed with the registration and what is the process moving forward. So first let's see that if you are invited for the counseling, then you would either receive a mail or a message. But if you have not received it, you can still log into your CLAT account and see if you have been invited or not. So just cross check once if you have received the invitation. Now the second thing is that if you have been invited, then you can register for the counseling process up till 20th December 2023. So up to 10 p.m. you can pay the counseling fee and get yourself registered. Now please understand there are two kinds of fees that you have to pay. One is the counseling registration fee, which is only for being considered for counseling. So whenever you will pay this fee, if you don't get a college, that will be refundable. There'll be another kind of fee that we will see later on, which you only have to pay once a college is allotted to you. So once a college is allotted to you, you will have to pay a confirmation fee, which is non-refundable. So first step is to register yourself for the counseling process, for which you will have to pay the counseling registration fee by 10 p.m. on December 20th, 2023. Now let's look at the amount. For general category it is 30,000 rupees, and for other categories like ST, SC, OBC, etc. it is 20,000 rupees. Now the next thing that you have to understand is that the counseling registration fee is refundable. There's a cutoff date. If you withdraw after that, then there'll be some reduction, which we will understand a little later. So now once you have paid this fee, now your work is done. Now we will see what happens when the lists come out. So let's understand the admission counseling process. So see, now that you've paid the fee, now they will consider you for counseling and they will consider you interested and they will allot you a college depending on your rank and your preference. Now once that is done, you will have three options. One is the freeze option, the other is float option, and the third is exit option. Now what essentially they mean is that if you are satisfied with the college that you have received, then you can select the freeze option because that will freeze your college, which means that now you will not be able to change it. Okay, so even if in subsequent lists there's a chance for upgradation, you will not be considered for it because you have finalized your seat which has been allotted to you. So this is what the freeze option does. Now, if you are selecting the freeze option, as I told you, you will have to pay a confirmation fee, meaning thereby you are telling them that yes, we want this college and this is the confirmation fee. So if you are freezing in first, second or third list, then you'll have to pay the confirmation fee. But if you're freezing after the third list, then you don't have to separately pay the confirmation fee, because then you will be required to pay the university fee in total. So now for people who have taken the freeze option, they will have to pay the university fee also by 14th May 2024. So please mind these dates. These dates are very important because if you don't make these payments by these dates, then your seat will be cancelled. Right? Now let's look at the float option. Now float option is basically you keeping yourself open for upgradation, because what happens is that when lists come out, some people leave the colleges, some people go for other options, so the seats get vacant. So in float option, what you are doing is you are confirming the option of college which you have already gotten, but you are also keeping the possibility open that if you get a higher preference NLU, then you should be considered for it. So this is basically your upgradation option. In this also you have to pay the confirmation fee up till third list. After the fourth list, you have to directly pay the university fee. Now let's try to understand the exit option. Exit option is also very easy. Exit option means that you are exiting from the process itself, right? So if you want to exit from it, you can do it anytime after completing the registration. And if you have chosen float or freeze option before exiting, then the seat allocated to you will be reallocated and your confirmation fee will be forfeited. So what they're trying to tell you is that your counseling registration fee will be refundable in exit option as well. But if you have, let's say for example, if you were allotted NLU O in your first list and you floated it, but in the second list when it came out, you want to now exit from the whole process for whatever reason. So now your confirmation fee will not be refunded back to you. Only the counseling registration fee will be refunded. Now let's look at the amount. Confirmation fee is 20,000 rupees. It only has to paid in the first, second and third list prior to selecting freeze or float option. So these are your options. Now, if you don't take any action, for example, you have registered, but you have not selected any option, neither freeze, float or exit, then they will consider you to be not interested, and these will be the consequences of it, which means that your candidature will not be considered further. आपको जो सीट मिली है वो आपकी कैंसिल हो जाएगी, आपका नाम काउंसलिंग प्रोसेस से हटा देंगे और आपको किसी भी आगे की लिस्ट के लिए कंसिडर नहीं किया जाएगा. सो दिस इज द कॉन्सिक्वेंस. अब आते हैं हम कि कितने राउंड्स ऑफ काउंसलिंग होंगे. तो जनरली क्लैट 5 लिस्ट निकालता है. इस बार भी दे विल बी अलॉटिंग 5 लिस्ट. अब आप थोड़ा सा रिफंड के रूल्स भी अच्छे से समझ लीजिए कि अगर आप 5th लिस्ट तक अगर आपको कोई कॉलेज ही अलॉट नहीं होता है तो आपकी पूरी एडमिशन काउंसलिंग फ़ी आपको रिफंड हो जाएगी. अगर आपने कोई ऑप्शन चूज़ नहीं किया है और एग्जिट कर दिया है तो भी आपकी फ़ी पूरी रिफंड हो जाएगी. फिर उन्होंने एक कट ऑफ डेट रखी है कि अगर आप 23 मई 2024 के पहले एग्जिट करते हैं तो आपकी पूरी काउंसलिंग रजिस्ट्रेशन फ़ी रिफंड हो जाएगी. बट अगर आप इसकी बात करेंगे तो देयर बी अ रिडक्शन ऑफ 5,000 रुपीज़. सो this is a little complicated, so keep reading these instructions again and again, and more particularly look at the timelines that they have given you. तो आप देख सकते हो उन्होंने आपको टाइमलाइन बता रखी है कि रजिस्ट्रेशन करने की लास्ट डेट है 20 दिसंबर अप टिल 10 PM. पहली जो लिस्ट है वो आएगी 26 दिसंबर को. आपके पास अराउंड 5-6 दिन का टाइम होगा जिसमें आप अपने पेमेंट्स कर सकते हो. इस ड्यूरेशन में आपको डिसाइड करना है कि आपको ये कॉलेज फ्रीज करना है या फ्लोट करना है और उस हिसाब से यू हैव टू पे द कंफर्मेशन फी. फिर आपकी सेकेंड लिस्ट 8 जनवरी को आएगी. अगेन यू विल रिसीव अ फ्यू डेज फॉर पेइंग द कंफर्मेशन फी. फिर थर्ड लिस्ट विल कम ऑन 22 जनवरी एंड यू विल अगेन रिसीव 3 डेज फॉर पेइंग द कंफर्मेशन फी. अब आपने या तो अगर आपने फ्रीज किया है या फ्लोट किया है किसी भी लिस्ट में तो आपको 14 मई 2024 के पहले पहले तक यूनिवर्सिटी की फ़ी भी पे करनी है. उसके बाद आपकी 4th और 5th लिस्ट आएंगी और 4th और 5th लिस्ट वाले लोगों को अगर वो फ्रीज या फ्लोट करते हैं तो उनको कंफर्मेशन फ़ी नहीं देनी है अलग से, उनको डायरेक्टली यूनिवर्सिटी फ़ी पे करनी पड़ेगी. राइट. सो दिस इज़ द होल प्रोसेस. If you have any doubts or questions, do let us know in the comment section and go through these timelines very carefully so as to not miss anything important and make your payments within the time limit that is prescribed. If you like this video, please like and share and subscribe to our YouTube channel.